if you could take
Okay?
6
You're not
feet.
that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Boys. Yeah. Welcome back to another rendition of the Wine Boys podcast. I am your host, Lord Gerald. And sitting across from me right now is your other host.
Oh, is that my cue?
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. Fuck it, we'll do it live. It's the Zach Edward here at the Wine Boys podcast. Welcome in. We are here to tell you to go to teespring.com/stores/the Wine Boys. Buy yourself some merch.
Ooh.
While you're at it, you can also follow us on social media at WineBoysPod and drop us a line in our electronic mail,
Wow.
the wave of the future.
Wow.
WineBoysPod@gmail.com.
Wow.
And then you can find me on all social media at the Zach Edward.
Wow.
And I am done.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you can find me on the internets at Lord Gerald, on the Instagrams and the Twitters. Tonight we have a lovely show in store for you this evening. We have a wonderful wine. It's red, it's wet, and it is from a Spanish-speaking country that I'm trying to read right now quickly because it's from Spain. Boys, girls, it's a Spanish wine. You'll hear us after the beat. Hi, I'm Gerald,
And I'm Zach.
and we are the Wine Boys. So I says to him, I says this: "You're not that guy, pal. Trust me.
Oh, wow.
You're not that guy."
What happened? Was he was still wearing a mask in the store, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he was wearing a fucking mask. And I asked him, I said, "Are you a pussy? Huh? Thought this was America." Yeah.
Did you buy a Milwaukee's Best?
Oh, of course I bought my Milwaukee's. Listen, all right? The foreman's been riding my ass all day, okay? So I went to my local pharmacy that starts with a W. I purchased a 12 of Milwaukee's Best. Ice. No pussy. All right?
First of all, why does this guy from the Midwest sound like he's from New York?
I don't know
That's
why.
what I'm trying to figure
It
out.
just happens. Like, you're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy, pal.
Trust me.
I'm getting Midwestern vibes just because of the way he
Tom
elongates.
Kowalski.
Yeah, he's a Polish bartender at his local Polish club. He's been doing it. He's one of those guys that gets the tokens for his 30 years of service.
Okay.
He runs the all of the football leagues and everything
Okay.
there. He does all the boards. And
I was thinking that he had a
Tom Kowalski.
Tom Kowalski. He had a community college baseball player's body.
Sure did.
Yeah.
He's the kind of guy that talks about his career and he plays rec league softball.
Yes.
But every time he hits the ball, he keeps his stats in the rec league softball
How
game.
old is he?
Like he clubs one to left field and he goes 680. Like he just like says his batting average.
How old is he?
42, 43.
That guy was older than 42.
51.
Okay.
All right, let's go there.
Tom Kowalski.
Tom Kowalski plays rec league softball, keeps his stats.
Yes.
It's like 28 double this year. Okay, Tom.
Like he keeps
Yep.
he keeps a notebook on the bench.
He has the actual scorecard with just his statistics for the game.
So he went to Dick's Sporting Goods.
He bought-
he bought the little scorecard notebooks.
It's a very Midwestern purchase, and especially if he's drinking Milwaukee's Best. They might be in Wisconsin. I really think
like Latrobe, Wisconsin.
Yeah, like La Crosse, Wisconsin.
Yeah,
something
one
along
of those
lines.
places.
I think they maybe just outside of like Madison, like college
But
towns.
He definitely bought the Dick's Sporting Goods notebook.
Oh,
and
for
he keeps
sure.
his baseball stats.
Yeah.
So, excuse me. So after he bats, like he comes in.
He's batting 680 in his slow pitch softball league.
Yeah. For some reason, the strikeouts never get counted.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's just like, well, they don't strike out. It's slow pitch. Like
People strike out. You'd
well,
be
yeah, it's an
surprised.
embarrassing amount of times. Like
Yeah.
one or two is too many.
Yeah, but he doesn't count them though. So
He might.
He doesn't count them.
Probably not.
He doesn't count those.
You know what he does too?
He doesn't count any like ground outs.
Oh, of course not. And then he goes home and he like tallies it, and his wife is like yelling to him from the kitchen, "Hey, dinner's done." He goes, "I'm not finished with the stat book." And she's just like, "Dinner's getting cold." And he goes, "I gotta figure out if that ground out's gonna count." He's
just see him sitting in the old easy
chair. The disrespectful life is what he lives.
Yeah.
He doesn't respect anybody, especially young men wearing masks at their local pharmacy.
Yep. I could see him sitting in the old easy chair after a rough day of a slow pitch softball, and he's reading over his baseball stats. Well, his slow pitch softball stats.
Is there anything more embarrassing than an old guy taking that seriously? I don't know if there is.
He's wearing like reading glasses. He's 52 years old now, so he has like the little red readers that he got at the Dollar Tree.
He's reading the East Bay catalog.
Yep.
Speaking of,
let's get into the wine first. Then we'll talk about
a little breaking Boyz news.
Yep. So we'll get into that in a minute. But tonight we have a Spanish wine. It's called Vega Morgana.
Yeah. Kazunta.
Tempranillo. My pronunciation is terrible.
You're not even pronunciating pronounce correctly.
Yeah. Pronunciating.
Now you're living in Wisconsin.
Vega Morgano.
Hey guys, can I get some more of those tiny pickles?
Tempranillo. Let's see. Ribera del Jugar. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Don't know if he's going to be able to help you with this
Denominación de origen. Okay. And this is apparently the grape. It's a 100% Tempranillo grape. It's 100% that, right?
Yep.
And it says, from Casas de Haro on the breaks of the Jugar River, a wonderful land of cultivating vines, comes from Vega Morgana, whatever. Each bottle brings you the quality commitment initiated in the first elaboration in 1958. So it's an old bitch, but not really.
This is an old lady.
The well-matured Tempranillo grapes come from vineyards of low yields, pruned in bush, cultivated in dry, deep soils of rolled stones. From these grapes, we elaborate Vega Morganona with the highest care to bring you this personal and exclusive wine. Enjoy Vega Morgana at 16 degrees Celsius. What is that in Fahrenheit?
Yes.
What is that? What is that, like 40?
Sure.
Google it, motherfucker.
Oh, 16C to Fahrenheit. There we go.
Is that like 40 degrees?
It is 60 degrees.
60, okay.
60 degrees. So that's probably what it's at right now.
Okay. I don't know C to F.
CF. Okay, yeah. So this wine, it was so basically, we haven't had a Spanish wine in a while, from Spain. So I wanted to, get back into more regional style stuff. Okay. What happened?
Nothing.
We just cut out?
No. We're good. We're good.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah. It's all good.
I know. You know what happens when the production value goes down? Daddy's hand starts to hurt.
Please don't hit me again.
Yeah. Well, maybe stop fucking up at work. Yeah. Call you into the boss's office again. Have one of those Matt Lauer style closed doors.
Just put your penis away.
It's not even out yet.
Oh, fuck. Just trying to.
We don't want to have one of those situations. Anyway. Whatever happened? Is he back? Is Matt Lauer kicking around now?
I don't know. Do Googleables on him. I don't know. Is he back on TV?
Brian Williams is back after lying.
Yeah.
I was there. There's nothing more newsy than just being I wish it was at the Olympics, but they gave the coverage to Matt Lauer. Let's see, Matt Lauer. What is he up to?
I feel like he wouldn't have been gone for that long.
Yeah.
Or maybe he just decided...
His wife left him.
Maybe he just decided, you know what? I made enough money. Like,
I mean, he got... Yeah. There's something about,
Big Lauer, a.k.a. Patty Cake, was making bank.
Patty Cake.
That's how I like to say, Big Lauer.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Big Lauer's office.
Is the only man that's on the Today Show Al Roker now? There's Savannah Guthrie, and then there's Hoda, and Kathy's gone too. I don't even know who's on the Today Show. Who watches morning? Variety show. I mean, I don't know. I like a good George Stephanopoulos, but
Bless it, real quick.
Then Michael Strahan.
There we go.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Nice stereo effect, right?
Stereo coming through your speakers.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad. It's definitely gonna need to be aerated.
It's got a faint leather quality.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, a leather boy.
Yeah. A nice leather daddy.
Yeah, feels like a belt across the rear.
Yeah, Pride Month is over, but we live on.
Yeah.
Am I right?
We do.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
No.
We had a little Jenga board. Jenga. Did you call it, back in the day, I called it Jenga.
I called it Jenga.
Yeah, which that is how it's said. It's Jenga.
Jenga.
But I used to call it Jenga.
Jenga?
Yeah, it was one of those.
Like it had an I in it or something?
Jenga.
Jeez, well, it's okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
It's okay. It's okay. You're just dumb.
Yeah, you're partially stupid. So, pull out your camera.
Oh, okay.
Little slut.
Pull up that camera.
Pull up that cam girl. Anyway.
Yeah, cam girl.
You're just stupid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we live together.com.
Move that down a little bit. Daddy's trying to get in here. Come on.
I'm
Jesus.
sorry.
All right, you ready? Okay. All right.
Lovely. Quiet.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's see.
Indubitably.
Now, boys, whenever we have a red wine, of course, we'll always do a small initial pour, taste it, sip it, give our thoughts, feelings, then we aerate, taste it, sip it, give more.
That's very bright.
Okay. Very bright. Acidic.
Oh, yeah. This is an acidy boy.
This is a $10 bottle, huh?
Not wrong. Here we go.
All right. We're going to need a narration in this nation, but...
Oh, boy.
Yeah. Behind the acetone flavor, I am getting a little bit of dark chocolate.
Yeah. This yields in such a way.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. See, the problem with Spanish wine is that there's a lot of them, and because they produce them in such high volume, sometimes you just get some ass versions of these wines. And I gotta tell you, so I went to my local liquoria. This was actually was one of the picks, like one of the staff picks. They were just like, "Yeah, you guys should try this. It's inexpensive and it's good for your first time red drinkers." I go, "Okay, try it, sure."
I'm getting notes of turpentine.
I'm getting a slight notes. I think, is it Cheez-Its? You can.
This might melt the varnish off a speedboat.
I'm getting formaldehyde, I think.
A little bit of acetone.
Yeah. A little bit of. I think I'm picking up notes. I think that's rubbing alcohol. Wow. Yeah.
It tastes like lemons and battery acid.
It tastes like pine sol. Oh boy, I don't like this.
Nope, this is not good.
This is not great.
Well, let's finish off our initial thing.
Let's maybe.
I mean, you made your bed. We got to lie in it now.
Yeah. That's what I get for not wearing a condom.
Grin and bear it, right? Whoa.
Ooh.
You know, they say some drinks will put hair on your chest and others will burn it off.
I think this is a burn off. It is stringent. This was a new case too. You could, yeah.
It made me make faces. Jesus.
Okay. Jesus.
Makes you want to beat your kids.
Hare Krishna. This is
Jesus. This is.
this. Damn it! This wine sucks.
Wild Irish Rose was better. I'm going to be honest.
No, really. That's a rough statement, my guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
I think I might drink Milwaukee's best besides this.
Ugh.
You got a beer in the fridge?
I got a couple beers.
Let's aerate it. Let's give it a chance.
Okay. Well, how about this? If it's still terrible, we'll switch to beer. Yep. Okay.
Oh my god. I'm trying not to be a child about this, but ooh. It yields in just a
Move it
such
down. Move it closer.
Okay,
Come on now.
sorry about that.
Come on now. Be that guy. Be that guy, pal. Be that guy.
Oh god.
Okay.
Okay. This is I'm gonna throw up. Sorry. Let me whew. All right. This is Vega Morgana. It is from oh my god. Ribera del Jacar, Spain.
España.
Yes. Average price of this wine is between $7.99 and $10.99. I got it on special for $7.99. This is probably why it tastes like that. Oh boy. This wine characteristics: bold, tannic, dry, slightly acidic.
Okay.
You get tasting notes of smoke, leather, and earth.
So basically,
The ground.
yeah,
You get dirt.
the ground after a forest fire.
Yeah. You get notes of blackberry, blueberry, and
Nope.
other dark fruit.
Nope.
And then dark chocolate and
I
oak.
did get a little chocolate.
You do get dark chocolate.
In its defense.
Yeah.
But really just like dark chocolate after a forest fire.
Yeah.
That's what I'm getting. Let's see.
This is a great. So these are expert reviews. Here's one expert review. Well, it's good at first taste. Then I keep tasting $8 wine.
That sounds
That's
right.
literally all it says.
Okay, so now though that's been aerated.
Okay.
This helps a lot actually.
Now, have
Take
we
a
ever
whiff.
had a Tempranillo or top?
I don't think
it's
we
Tempranillo.
have. But
So
before it goes away, because I just aerated it,
okay.
take a whiff. The chocolate is actually more pronounced.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's actually nicer.
Okay.
Let's see.
Like very chocolate. Like it's
very
It
chocolatey.
smells like a dark chocolate bar.
Yeah.
This is a little bit more presentable.
Yes,
All right.
and then you also get a little bit of those dark fruits in there. So maybe it's
All right.
maybe they need to put a disclaimer on the bottom,
Like-
like please aerate
Yeah.
before drinking because this is ass.
All right. Give you
$8 wine involves a little bit of a
We
investment.
haven't really had like a shit wine in a while. You know.
Well, it's upgraded to NyQuil.
Yeah, I was gonna say it went from dog shit to chicken salad. So
Yeah,
actually it went from dog shit to shit salad is what it went.
it's just shit with a little lettuce.
Yeah,
It's healthy.
it's a healthy brown.
Healthy. Eating smoothies. Drinking smoothies.
Eating smoothies.
Yeah.
You ever been? I got a smoothie a couple weeks ago, and the guy when he was finishing making it was still like chopping it in the blender, and as he was pouring it out, I go, "That's not a smoothie. It's not."
I'm gonna need a fork for this, bro.
Yeah, the term is smoothie
Smooth. It's
because
supposed to be smooth.
You're supposed. There's no. It's only supposed to go through the straw, and like for 25 minutes, I am just smashing this icicle with a straw. I'm going to town on it. And and then after 25 minutes, it's still kind of hard. I'm like, oh my god,
Hey, what is this, bro?
whatever.
Smoothies.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good smoothie. It was just, I was eating the smoothie more than, let's be honest. Like, if I have certain food items in this world that need to be what they are. Tacos need to stay in the shell.
Yep.
Burritos need to stay inside of the tortilla.
Yep.
Smoothies need to be smooth.
Smoothies should be smooth.
And if they're not smooth, quit your job.
I think that should be a local ordinance.
I think that it should be punishable. I wouldn't say by death, but at least some type of public lashing.
Yeah,
like
a flogging.
Jonathan didn't make a good smoothie, so he can be flogged in the street. I think when the Chinese finally do take us over, I think we should actually have some sort of just rules in place to make people try a little harder at their job.
China is taking over. We know it at this point.
I know, and I need to get better at Mandarin, and it's
you do.
I do, because what's going to happen is I do have a little bit of a competitive advantage because I'm white, but
not in China.
Yeah, but they at least will approach me in a way and say, you get one extra chance.
No, not in China.
You don't think so?
Nope.
I think white men are approach China a little bit more.
Nope, not at all, man, because it's China.
What are you
They're
saying?
completely equal across the board, unless you're a Uyghur.
That's
the difference. That's the great divider.
Yes, those guys are under the jail, as they like to say.
Yeah, so they're gonna ask you a couple questions, okay? They're asking you a couple questions. If you say anything about Uyghur Muslims, you'll disappear.
Yeah, you'll just be gone.
You'll go to a hard re-education camp.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which usually involves, Clockwork Orange style forced viewing of the way the world used to be.
Yep. Or you ever see any of those videos of like American celebrities talking about Hong Kong?
Yeah.
And how like they suddenly don't support it?
Like John Cena?
John Cena speaking.
He literally would
my ear sounds like perfect Mandarin.
Almost perfect.
Yeah.
And now the story's starting to develop that he actually picked up Mandarin while still working for the WWE when they did their first Chinese tour.
He just happened to pick up a language
no, this was a Vince McMahon thing, just being like, listen, kid, you're the face of the company.
He just so happens to pick up a language that has no relation to English.
None.
On the language tree.
However, he moved to Hollywood and became an actor. And and this is the statistic they always put out, is that the Fast 9 movie comes out, they do $160 million box office opening weekend. 135 of it is from China.
Oh, of course.
American movie. Why do you think Adam Sandler has a phenomenal career?
Absolutely.
It's because he translates so well to China. His movies are
dumb,
simple,
slapstick
easy.
comedy.
Yes. It's very relatable.
Listen, people don't want to read a lot when they go to the movies.
Yeah.
Whether you're in China or whether in the U.S., okay? I
still get angry. Some of my friends still get upset about subtitles.
Yeah.
I don't want to watch Narcos. I got to read. It's like, come on, man. Grow up.
Yeah. But listen, man. I used to be one of those subtitle elitists, especially watching anime. Subs, not dubs.
No,
fuck that,
subs,
okay?
not dubs.
It's fucking late at night. I'm laying in bed. I'm trying not to fall asleep. I'm just trying to finish this last episode of fucking, I don't know, That Time I Died and Got Reincarnated as a Slime before I finally conk out. I don't want to read that much, okay? Just let me digest this show. Because I was so disappointed watching My Hero Academia. I started watching it a few months ago. At this point, I'm current. So that means I watch it every week. It comes on. There's a new episode. It means I have to read. Every Sunday morning, I've got some reading to do. That's how I look at it.
And it's not inside of a church.
It's not inside of a church. Okay? There's a reason I don't go to church. All right?
Because I'm watching anime.
I'm joking. But anyway, do you think I want to read? No. But I'm invested in the story. Okay? Deku Midoriya, I love you. I'm invested. Okay? With that being said, you know what?
I think I envy that.
Dubs, I prefer it.
Yeah.
Give me the dub.
There's something funny about that, though, because I love the moving lips, but then just the dubbed over English.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite part.
Yeah.
That's why I love all those old Hong Kong, or all those like Kung Fu movies from Hong Kong that are just like, I will
It's
fight for your
not
honor.
as noticeable with anime because it's a cartoon.
Well, yeah, and their mouth doesn't move that much.
Yeah, and on top of that, like their mouths, they move, but it's not as like if you really pay attention with a cartoon, like it's not perfectly synced up to what they're saying.
Yeah, it's a cartoon.
At least not in the same. It would take way too long to animate that.
Yeah. Just want to get a little note on this Tempranillo. So basically, it is a medium-bodied, low-acid style red wine grape. It's derived of red and rosé. Mm-hmm. Here we go. I forgot about my food pairings. Pairs well with beef, lamb, pork, and game meats. Occasional spicy foods.
Okay.
So Tempranillo usually has spicy quality, almost tobacco leaf,
I can see that.
leather, and strawberry.
I can see that.
I can see that. I can see me in you.
This one's actually pretty chocolatey.
Yeah.
At least on the nose it is.
It's making pretty gassy. Oh, this is great.
Yeah.
All right, boys, just in.
We got the East Bay catalog.
You know what that sounds? You know what that is? We got an East Bay catalog.
Woo!
Okay. Upon first glance, there is an actual present-day NFL athlete on the cover.
On the cover of the East Bay
Now,
catalog.
boys,
This is exciting.
if you go back into the archives, a couple weeks ago, we just started discussing. We were just discussing East Bay catalogs in general about like
Yes.
how like when you stomped the yard and brought in an East Bay catalog, like
Yeah.
you were one of
this
the
was
coolest
actually
kids.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Episode 157.
Yeah.
East Bay catalogs.
Yes. So we went onto the East Bay website, and it turns out you can still get the catalog mailed to your house.
Yes.
Now, we thought, based on standard shipping, that this would probably take a month and a half. 2 weeks.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not
For
bad.
standard shipping, not terrible. But I gotta tell you, combing through this and looking at the prices, it's too much.
Yeah.
It's too much is what it is.
Well, especially
I mean-
compared to Amazon, right? So
For real.
they have. Let's just go on the internet, right?
Yeah. Like if we just go to like a basic
Like I saw
standard-
that
yeah.
they had the Adidas Stan Smiths.
They do.
for-
$85.
Right. Let me just hit the Google real quick, right?
Now, mind you, Stan Smith, classy, crisp, regular,
I own a
everyday
pair.
shoe. I love a good Stan Smith.
Okay, Adidas.
I love low top Adidases. They're one of my favorite types of shoe.
Adidas Stan Smith. Where
Yeah.
can I find them? Here we go.
Here we go.
Okay,
So, standard price on the Adidas website,
$85,
$85
which is the exact price they have on eBay.
standard retail.
Amazon $60.
$60 in
ASOS
it.
$63.75.
Yeah.
Kohl's. Well, these are the kids.
Yeah, so those are kids.
Oh no, they're not. Kohl's $32.49.
Wow. What's wrong with them?
Well, it's not the actual Stan Smith.
No.
It's a different one.
No,
but still,
even
you can find these for cheaper.
yeah. I bought a
The
pair
Super
of
Stan, $65.
yeah. Classy shoe though.
Yeah.
Good. Nice. Good. Goes well with a tapered jean.
Yes. Nice tapered denim.
Yeah, but they have their whole Jordan section here.
Yeah.
The Jordan 6ers are $160. I can buy those for $130 on StockX.
Oh, the
probably
6
right
rings?
now. Yeah,
Yeah.
the 6
Yeah.
rings. Come on. Anyway,
Yeah.
so
They have the Zion Williamson shorts for $75. Listen, who's wearing the Zions?
not many people.
Not many people.
Not yet.
All right.
He's becoming a household name.
Sure.
Just waiting for Devin Booker to get his first shoe.
I'm not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy. I'm not that guy, pal.
It's too many monies, okay?
Yeah.
They want a lot of money for everything's at full retail. There's no discount on anything.
Yep.
Guys,
I'm looking at the WNBA jerseys right now. $100.
yeah.
Let's see. The original Superstars, $80.
$80, dude.
Yeah.
$80.
$80. Really? Anyway, so, the moral of the story is that you can still get an East Bay catalog.
Yeah.
That's really what this boils down to. It's amazing that you can still get them. And there's like legitimate stories in them.
Yeah, they are.
Stories of the
maybe
athlete.
they've taken more
like
of
the
an
cover,
editorial.
the cover athlete is Chris Godwin.
Yep.
The wide receiver for the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Oh, yeah.
But there's also cover stories on the inside.
Yeah, he talks about how he doesn't, the off season isn't the off season.
Yeah.
It's the on season. I don't know what he said.
What do they call the off season? The on season?
There is no off season. There's only the on season.
Yeah. There's only season.
There's only games and
not
game preparation.
There's only the NFL season, and then there's just seasons.
There's NFL season, and then there's summer. Like, what is this, bro?
Okay, man. Relax.
You're not that guy, pal.
You're not that guy. All right, so what's been going on in the world? Well, there was the big old fight this weekend between Dustin Poirier and then that angry Irishman.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, so Conor McGregor is in a boot. For those that had missed the fight, looks like our boy Conor McGregor does not have a good plant leg. Mm-hmm. Broke his leg in half. And here's the thing. I'm not speaking as somebody that is not a fighter and is purely just a fan who likes combat sports.
Okay.
Very rarely have I seen a guy use his plant leg and then it just go underneath him and break. And it's pretty incredible.
So they're saying that.
Are you looking at like the slow motion thing where he like
I think
Poirier
kicked the leg before.
It looked like he kind of hit him. I think it was a straight leg kick by McGregor that hit Poirier's elbow, and they're saying that essentially broke the ankle. Mm-hmm. And then when he went to go plant on it, it just gave out.
Yeah, but also I feel like when you're from just training and just years and years and years of abuse, it could have been about time for it to just blow.
Yeah, could be. Ankles are usually the weakest part of a fighter's body.
Yeah.
I mean, could be anybody.
Yeah.
So,
listen.
But did you watch the fight?
No, I did not watch the fight, but I did see the video of him breaking his leg.
I would say, I watched, it didn't last very long, 5 whole minutes. But, I'm not really sure as to what to make of it. However, the most entertaining part of the fight was after it was over, when Conor McGregor is just in a heap down on the mat, and then he just starts threatening Dustin Poirier and his wife's life. And then I was like, now we're here.
Yes.
Already promoting the next fight. And I was like,
there's going to be a sequel.
Oh, no, this isn't the sequel. That was the third fight.
I'm sorry, there's going to be a fourth. That's what he wants.
I don't even know what you call the fourth fight. The oopsie daisy? Like,
there's a sequel, the trilogy.
Then there's the Fast and Furious series.
The anthology. I don't know what they call it at this point.
Then there's Fast and the Furious.
Yeah, the reunion tour. Like, what are they calling this at this point?
I don't know. The run it back.
Yeah.
Well, when McGregor recovers in a year, and he sits on his pile of money. Like, I don't understand why he even took this fight. I mean, I understand he lost.
Does Conor even want to fight anymore?
I mean, that was a pretty embarrassing way to go out.
Yeah, but even that thing, I don't know what his contract is with the UFC.
I'm sure it's better than others.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, he's one of the biggest names in the sport.
He might be the biggest name in the sport as far as like notoriety. Like him and John Jones are the guys. Like if you
might be bigger than John Jones.
Well, he is because John Jones has been out of the game for a minute. But if you go to,
but as far as personality goes,
go to casual of a fan that you can go up to. And you say, name me the first person that you can think of in the UFC. 9 times out of 10, you get Conor McGregor,
who has lost his last.
He's lost his last 2 fights to the same guy.
Yeah.
Well, he lost his. Well, yeah, because I think the last fight was Habib before that. No, he fought Donald Cerrone after the Habib fight.
Yeah.
And Donald Cerrone is pushing 40 and on the back half of his career. So he got a little. He got a.
So he did beat Cowboy.
Yep.
Okay.
And then he lost to Poirier twice. Now,
now he's 28-6.
Well, the thing is, though, is that the second Poirier,
Conor's 22-6.
Yeah, the Poirier fight can't. This last one, you can't say he lost the fight. He just lost on a technicality. Broke his leg, thus you can't continue. You lose. I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. So it's a technical.
He's lost 3 of his last 4 fights.
Yeah, mind you, the 2 gentlemen that he has lost to are the 2 of the best in the game right now. Like Dustin Poirier is a monster. Like he's the next in line for the title shot, and he'll get it, and he can very much win that title.
Yeah.
And then obviously Khabib is just
made off.
God, he's
a fucking animal.
The man, I like I said, when I watched that original fight, even when he fought Justin Gaethje, I was like, okay, that is a man that climbs trees with his legs against a man that doesn't.
Yeah,
and like he just walks in, and I go, they're the same weight. Like they're both 155 pounds. Mm-hmm. One guy is 155 pounds of just bare meat muscle, of just I climb trees with my legs and I fight bears. And the other guy says I did some sit-ups. And that's it. That's where the buck stops. He might be a phenomenal fighter. Like Justin Gaethje is a great fighter, one of the best in UFC.
Yeah.
But then he fought probably the best ever, who is made of not human DNA. Like that guy he's a bear.
Yeah.
He's a literal man bear. No pig. Well, just a man bear.
He's from Dagestan.
Yes, which is just a sweet little country.
It is a wild fucking place.
Dude, have you just watched the videos? Just watch just type in Google Dagestan bear. And then it's just watching men fight bears. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite things to watch.
It's like, just a bunch of white Muslim men.
Yeah, and they like stick their head inside of the bear's mouth, and the bear just succumbs. He's just like, I'm not going to eat you, man.
It's just one of the most macho cultures in the world.
There's nothing more. Like, how could, like,
just a bunch of white Muslim dudes
just slap fighting bears.
They just they drive Toyota Hiluxes
and they slap fight bears
and they fight everything. They're little kids. They fight each other.
Yep.
You get to be about 14. You fight your first bear. All right. You turn 16. You fight your dad. You earn his respect.
And then when you're 18, you fight both the bear and your dad.
Yeah. And that's like, all right, now you got a choice here. You make a career. You can make bread for a living, being a town baker, or you can fight things.
You can fight things. You can be the town mason.
Yeah.
You
and,
can make things out of steel.
Like Khabib.
You can be an iron worker, or you can fight men.
And now Khabib Nurmagomedov, he's like the most famous Dagestani person ever. Like,
I didn't know where that country was until
it's near Russia.
I know.
That's all I know.
It's like just to the south of Russia, isn't it? Like where? I don't even know how to spell Dagestan.
I don't know. It's DHA.
I'm just gonna type in Khabib and it'll pop up.
Dagestan.
So he says he fights out of. So it says he technically fights out of Russia. So there's
Dagestan.
Dagestan. So it's a republic of Russia.
Yeah.
Dagestan. Okay.
School,
there we go. The Republic of Dagestan. It's a Russian republic. It's literally right next to Georgia, the country. Dagestan borders Georgia and not the Ukraine. What's the other country? It borders Georgia and it's close to Armenia too. Moral of the story is that it's really close to the Ukraine and Russia, and basically, there's a lot of bad motherfuckers there. Here's the thing. He probably had a couple of choices. It's like, all right, Khabib, listen. If you want to continue on this path of fighting bears and then men, you can do that, or you can
bear pigs.
You can fight the fires of our nation.
Yep.
You can be an iron worker. Or you can join the Russian military. Now, it's only a couple of choices. If he joined, like, the ops, could you imagine him as a Russian soldier? He'd just be choking guys out in the corner. and you'd be whispering in their ear, just being like, go to sleep, go to sleep.
Well, this is where the real white people live.
Like that.
It's at the foot of the Caucasus Mountains. Like this is where white people originate. These are your ancestors.
First and foremost, I am very much Eastern European. So
okay, this is the North Caucasian and Turkic languages. Yeah, however, Russia is the primary language. Yeah, this is the land of the Caucasus here.
Yeah, my lineage is Hungarian. So
okay.
My family has a lot of Eastern European roots. Ever seen the movie Eastern Promises? Pretty much based on my family.
Okay. Here's the state anthem of the Republic of Dagestan.
I'm sure it's dope. I'm sure there's a lot of horns and drums. Yep. Horns and drums.
Yep. Sounds like a lot of military medals.
Yeah.
And
sounds like medals of valor.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just horns and drums.
Heads of state riding bears, shirtless.
Yes,
a bear
phenomenal
that they
architecture.
Yep.
Russian architecture.
Man conquers beast.
Yes, Russian architecture is beautiful. It looks like a fun house.
Yeah.
Like it's amazing. I wish that I still want to go to Russia. Like I just want to just check it out.
I have never met
anybody that's gone to Russia.
No.
I had a friend that went to Turkey, went to Istanbul.
How was that?
Weird.
Two different countries.
Yeah.
But
Well, he goes, there's certain sides of Turkey you stay on. That's how he put it. I go, how weird did it get? He goes, well, let's just say there was some fine lines that you were just like, you cross there and you're in trouble. Like he had a guide. And the guy was like, hey, man, like where this street ends is where you stop walking. Like you go past here. I don't know if you're going to get back. Like that's and I was just like, OK,
there's it's funny is this kind of reminds me of like there are different parts of the world where like shit is normal. And what is it called? And I heard about this. I think it's called like Boy Love Saturdays or some shit.
Yeah, I think.
Or Boy Love Thursdays in Iraq.
Yeah.
They're just parts of Man Love Thursday.
Man Love Thursdays. Thank you.
That's what it's called. There's just shit in parts of the world that people consider normal, and living here in the States, we're like, what?
Well, the problem with living in America is that because of our almost overabundance of freedom, we get wool pulled over our eyes pretty easily. Like we just had I don't know if you remember, we had a pretty substantial pandemic. It's still going on. I don't think you classify it as a pandemic anymore, but there's still, a virus that's running rampant across the world.
Oh yeah, and it's not as bad in the U.S. anymore.
Yeah, and we're just taking direction from a government that literally doesn't give a fuck about us or anybody, except they just want to grease pockets.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're just fine with that because they're like, you can just go to the grocery store without anybody like warning you to go back to your homes, and so you can also just speak freely and do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Forget about the GPS coordinates that we're putting into every single one of your phones and every piece of electronic that you have in your home.
Right.
So what? We're selling your data,
but. Okay.
You're free. You can say things. Go on Twitter. Speak your mind.
Yeah.
You're fine. You're fine.
Let me go back to the boy love.
Everything is fine.
Everything is fine.
You can have boy love outside in your backyard right now.
So listen to this, though, okay? When recently I was listening to something and they mentioned this thing that in Afghanistan, they have something called Boy Love Thursdays, okay? And I was like, this can't be true.
Very real.
So I had to Reddit. I had to search this on Reddit.
I took a deep Reddit dive on
It says,
love.
I found this post on the military subreddit. It says, has anyone served in Afghanistan and can confirm that banchabazi is rampant? Which the idea is like on Thursday nights, the Afghani men stop fighting
and start fucking.
And they fuck little boys. They fuck young hairless boys. Because, boys are for fun. And the idea is, and this guy posted this, was in Afghanistan, can confirm. And one of the quotes is, women are for breeding, boys are for pleasure. There was much incentive for the younger men to grow beards quickly because bearded men don't get fucked in the ass all the time. Unless they start liking it and participating in the rampant homosexuality that happened on their weekends. So.
Fun.
Yeah.
Lots of boy love.
Okay.
So is it safe to say that this is just a purge of boy fucking? Basically. So for instead of 24 hours of murder, it's just 24, or I guess it's just one 12-hour period of boy loving. Is that the moral of this story? honestly doesn't, as weird as it sounds, doesn't seem that weird for that country.
So it's, like, I think it's a culture thing. And I think in terms of, you have to understand that it's a totally different culture and they think about it differently.
Well, yeah, they think about it as like women are subdued. They're not allowed to they're not allowed to have the rights that men do.
Yeah.
But men can then make up these rules where they basically say, hey, he might not like it, but little Jimmy down the block is going to get a good fucking tonight.
But
like it's weird, but it's just weird. It's just weird.
It's just different. Here's one of my favorite comments though from this post on Reddit. It says, man, love Thursdays. Yeah, now there's a guy from the Canadian Army. Man, love Thursdays. Yep. Can confirm and double confirm, especially after doing nightly patrols through KC for a month before Rama. I'm guessing that's Ramadan.
I'm going to assume, yeah.
Sometimes the screams were bad enough for you to take your rifle off safe. Sometimes you laughed and counted for a platoon high score. I remember from the soccer stadium to the arches, we hit over 150 to 200 or something.
Yikes.
AMP are pretty bad for it, and the clubs are the worst. But there was really nothing we, C&D, or Canada, US, or UK could do. Not our culture, not our business. It would be like them telling us not to drink beer in our backyards. There'd be violence. Take away their boys, there'd be fucking violence. Wonder why you rarely
Pretty
saw
sure
males.
that is the greatest thing I've heard on this podcast.
Yeah.
Take away their boys, there will be
violence.
There will be blood.
Yeah. But anyway, it said, wonder why you rarely saw males.
Take our oil, there will be blood. Take our boys, there'll be
Do you
murder
like your
in
toes?
Yeah, there will be murder in the streets.
Yeah. Like, anyway.
If I can't fuck a boy, I will fuck you up.
I gotta fuck something.
Listen, I either fuck or murder. You tell me what you want. You want me to fuck a boy? Or do you want me to shoot a guy in the street?
Blood on my knife or shit on my dick, okay? So anyway, wonder why you rarely saw males.
Blood on my knife or shit on my... That could be a t-shirt.
Yeah. Anyway, wonder why you rarely saw males 7 to 15 years old on Friday mornings. They're still sleeping the cock hangover off. Nursing a sore ass. Safe time to get through the city. The old fucker bomb makers are happy they got their rocks off. So no bombs for you today. Kind of surreal at times. Everything was chill. Fuck, I miss that place. Fuck, I don't miss that place.
And we wonder why PTSD runs so rampant in this country. Like, to be so blunt about that situation is crazy. Like, they're just like, wow, Thursday nights were weird, but Friday mornings were very nice. I had scrambled eggs. It was lovely. I saw the sun rise. I saw the sun set. No screaming boys in sight. Like, it's incredible. And that's, again, I think, and I'll give Giannis Papas his just due, because he said this. We complain. The countries that complain the most are the countries that are most free. Yeah. Because you have the ability to. And I was saying, but the whole thing is that I think with these types of the way that things are governed in countries, it's anarchy, really. It's anarchy, or I'm trying to think of the term, anarchist. Is it like when you basically live in a rule that is essentially the wild, wild west? Well,
anarchy is just no government.
But there is government there. But it's government to subdue certain sexuality, like women. I'm talking about like sexes, like male versus female. They subdue women, and then the men have this. I don't know what you even call it. This macho bravado right to essentially walk and do as they please. But I still don't understand the concept of just why they have to fuck boys.
I think it comes from a very repressed culture sexually.
And that's religion.
I think a lot of it has to do with religion. I think a lot of it has to do with culture. Because there are Muslim countries out there that are not that strict. Like if you go to Indonesia, for example, right?
That's a good example. I was gonna say,
Indonesia is
they're
a
just
majority
cool,
Muslim country. Yeah, and they're pretty loose about everything.
There are some majority Muslim countries that are just like, I mean, we're Muslim, but like, you guys can do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, fuck it, man. Like, yeah.
Like, sure, fuck a boy. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's so I think a lot of it has to do with I'm looking up religious demographics right now of Indonesia, but yeah, I think it has to do with the surrounding culture. Mm-hmm. In that the more conservative countries,
you don't find it to be religion based.
It is to an extent. I think the more conservative countries tend to be more repressed sexually. And because of that, you start seeing different shit.
So you're talking about like Iraq and Iran and all. So, okay. Afghanistan would probably fall in that category as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So if I look at the religious demographics,
basically
Indonesia,
all the places that we fought wars that we really shouldn't have fought in. I got you. Yeah, I got you.
Pretty much.
It's like, what are we doing here?
86% of Indonesians identify themselves as Muslims.
Yeah.
Sunnis are 99%.
That country's super... It's not even that diverse. It's just a country that is very democratic in most fashion.
Yeah.
But the thing is that, like in such close proximity, there's countries that have nights designated to boy fucking. Like it's just, that's the craziness. That's like me going to a southern state. I'm in Mississippi, and then on Thursday nights I find out you hop across to Alabama and they have boy fuck Thursday in Alabama, which there's a distinct possibility they do. There's a lot of inbred children there.
Yeah.
Boy fucking family fucking Sundays. At the
in the deep south.
Yes.
But even then,
over at the Wilsons, they have boy fuck Thursdays.
Boy fuck Thursdays, yeah.
Chicken pot pie and boy fucking is what they have.
But even then, you've got places. You go to parts of the country like West Virginia, for example, right? Mm-hmm. So many pills, and they're pushing Jesus.
So many what?
Pills.
Oh, like an opioid epidemic.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's the worst in the country.
They push Jesus hella hard.
Yeah, most of the states that push Jesus the heaviest are the ones that have the most problems.
Yeah,
because and I don't think it takes a genius to figure this out. Usually the people that peddle Jesus the most are usually the most impoverished people.
Typically, yeah.
Because they need something to complain about. So they're just like...
They need something.
They need something because they don't got no money. They don't got any ambition. Mm-hmm. They got a drug problem. So they're like, well, we have all of these issues.
I won't say they don't have ambition. I'll say a lot of their efforts are misguided.
Misguided efforts, okay. I think there are some of those that have these, opioid issues that are self-inflicted, that are just like, you know what? Let's take a couple of pills and we'll go to the mill tomorrow. Like, that's just how they are brought up.
Yeah.
Maybe not their fault. Probably not their fault. However, there's enough information out there that would show you that there's other ways to do this. Like, you can get out and try.
Yeah.
You can try to find a new outlet.
So I saw this documentary a while ago.
Oh, is it Wild? Was it Wild Wild Country or whatever?
No, the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia.
I'm sorry. What?
I was talking about a different documentary. We can go down this rabbit hole.
Okay, go ahead.
So there is a documentary out there, and you have to try to find it, but it's called The Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia. Yes.
Where can I find this?
It came out in 2009. You can watch it on Google Play Movies. It's like $10.
I don't know if I want to pay $10 for it, but if I can find some sort of...
So the premise of this movie is you have this family in West Virginia, the White family. That's their last name is White.
And I was going to say, I didn't think they were going to be like that racially on the nose.
Well, they are white. But anyway.
Of course they are. The whites that are white.
Yeah.
That's like the family that are it's the blacks, but they're all white.
The deceased patriarch of the family was like a clogger. Like, like the clog dancing. Yeah. So he was a clogger, and he was like marginally famous in the 40s. Anyway, he figured out a way to get his whole family on like government assistance when they were born, and he had a bunch of kids. So his kids are born, everybody's on government assistance, everybody's in and out of prison, they're all having kids,
the old and out.
Yeah, they're all having all sorts of kids. It is fucking crazy because you see how just fucked up and dysfunctional this family is. Definitely recommended. It's incredible. There's this one scene in the movie where this one just beat-looking woman, she's got no teeth, she's smoking a cigarette, and she has a voice like this. She's like, I used to be the sexy one of the family. Yeah. And she's like 42. Like, yeah, I'm 28. And like, I used to be the sexy one of the family. Like, so I took these pills right here. I bought them for $3 a pill. I went down the street, made a little boot scooting boogie, sold them for $5 a pill.
My God.
A lot of Mountain Dew, a lot of Taco Bell.
Ugh.
They are incredible.
They sound like my kind of people.
Listen, if you have a chance, watch this movie.
I think I'll find a chance.
Okay.
I'll find a way.
Anyway, there was another documentary that I was talking about originally, also about West Virginia. It's called Oceana. Okay? Now, this one takes place in Oceana, West Virginia.
Oh, God.
But they started calling it Oceana
because of the oxycodone epidemic.
Because of the oxycodone epidemic. And it's this old mining town. And what happened was basically...
It's always that shit.
This
coal miners with fucking pill addictions.
Yeah. This bigger company came in, bought the mine. They wanted to increase the productivity of the mine. Of
course.
So they hired doctors for the coal miners to go see. And what they did was like, we can't have all these guys hurt all the time because coal mining is pretty hard work.
Yeah.
Can't have these guys hurt all the time. So we're going to hire these doctors. And the doctor's job is not necessarily to worry about these people's well-being, but they're paid to just keep them working. So here's some pills.
Yeah, just prescribe them
back
painkillers.
Yeah, so you hurt your back, here's some pills, get back out there. Obviously, over time, their kids start getting into these pills.
Yeah, start stealing out of dad's medicine cabinet.
Yeah, people get addicted to these pills. Suddenly, they can't work because, they just want to suck dick and take pills all day. So it's about how this whole town is addicted to oxys. And it is fucking wild.
Isn't that just like talk about propaganda in a nutshell? Yeah. Like, that's the whole thing. It's like, big company comes in. We need to boost productivity. Let's not pay them more. Let's hire doctors to give them pills instead.
We're not going to hire more people.
No, because
we're not going to pay the coal miners more. Pills.
Yeah.
We're gonna put some doctors on our payroll.
Instead of being economically responsible as a company, let's be let's be more frugal than we ever have before, and let's create an entire epidemic. We need to pill issue in a small town.
We need to boost productivity. Are we gonna purchase more equipment and hire more people?
Fuck no.
Are we gonna expand the mine?
Why?
Purchase a mine in another town and expand it?
No, we should hire doctors to give people painkillers.
Yeah, like we also notice people use a lot of sick time due to on-the-job injuries.
Yeah, also they're also inhaling fumes from the coal mines.
Yeah,
and they're like, "Oh, I'm sick. I have pneumonia."
Yeah, and there was one guy who was like the town pill dealer, and
was his name like Jason?
It probably was. I can't remember. It was a while ago. I saw this movie a while ago.
That's such a pill dealer name.
Yeah, but anyway, I actually might have it on this hard drive. But anyway,
I have to steal that.
Yeah, but anyway, this guy, what he would do was he was basically like paying a doctor to like write scripts for him.
That's always fun.
Yeah, so this guy had scripts where he was getting like a 30-day supply of pills for him was like 20,000 pills, like something crazy like that. And he had a few different scripts like that to a few different pharmacies.
That's nuts.
Yet he was supplying the entire town with these pills. And then you got all these girls. I'm like, I'm 14 years old. Here's my baby. His name is Julius Jr. Whatever the fuck.
His name is Julius after my favorite drink, Orange Julius.
Yeah. Julius, you need more Mountain Dew in your cup?
Oh my.
This shit was wild, son.
Yo, but the thing is though,
I'm in high school, some of the kids dip, some take oxys. They switched us over to the Roxys. You can't crush them up. You gotta swallow them whole. We figured it out.
And the thing is though, is, as weird as that sounds, still some towns like that.
Yeah.
Oh, and
they exist.
You ever driven through a small town just on the way to a big town, and you're just like, why is it so desolate here?
Yeah.
And you realize that everybody's got the shakes, and they're all fucking trying to come down off of a horrible whatever bender they were just on, whether it be pills or powders.
Yeah.
It's basically like any town like that, it's pills and powders.
Hold on, let me pause for a second. Hey, boys, we're back. Got a severe thunderstorm warning.
You go ahead and maybe. Sorry, just gonna get that.
Got a severe thunderstorm warning. Heard some thunder and lightning. Had to go ahead and do a quick save.
Yes, as the great
before we lose everything.
As the great street poet Garth Brooks once said, as the thunder rolls and the lightning strikes,
yes,
the files get destroyed.
Yes.
You did not say that last part. That's
exactly.
purely my addition.
But anyway, we're talking about
boy love
and doing drugs in a small town.
Now, there's nothing worse than doing drugs alone, which a lot of these people do.
Yeah. I feel like, though, in these small towns, there's nothing to do on like a Friday night other than go to your local high school football game.
Yeah.
And then, reach out to like the village teen mom, give her $40 and maybe like a small bottle of peach vodka, and she'll mop you up real quick. I feel like,
a little yuck up.
Yeah, you know what I've kind of noticed though?
That there are people in that in our town.
Well, that, but also I feel like small town America is very similar to like the hood in that way.
It is. Like,
you always have that little.
Yeah.
They refer to her as a little smut, little thotty, little.
Yeah.
Little hood booger, where you give her
hood booger.
Maybe like a bag of weed, $40, a Dutch Master, maybe a small bottle of peach vodka or Hennessy, depending on what she fancies. Maybe a Natty Daddy.
I do have
a can of Busch Light.
Okay, you're getting very almost spot on with this. I think Hennessy is following us everywhere.
Really?
Because I just popped in my head. Because as I was checking out at the local liquoria, the woman behind me bought a bottle of Hennessy.
Really?
Yes.
She had 38. She had 38.97.
No, she got the good bottle.
Oh, she got the big bottle. The big bottle or the good bottle?
No, she got the fucking the fifth of what is it? The VSO or whatever it is.
The very special.
Yes, the very special.
The
Hennessy.
VSOP.
Yes. Now, the woman, you could tell, was trying to turn up on a Tuesday, and she. And it was funny because, like, when she bought it, like, the guy was checking me out, and he was just like, "Ma'am, can I help you?" She goes, "I need a bottle of that." And it was like, it's in the good cabinet behind the register.
Okay.
And he gave it to her, and I was just like, "Fuck, Hennessy's following me everywhere, man."
Yeah.
We've made one comment about the Master Race Hennessy, and everybody
Pure white.
Pure white, the Master Race Hennessy, and everybody got all. I wouldn't say nobody got a tizzy, but I mean, Hennessy's really just following us. And I feel like they need to be a sponsor. So wineboyspod@gmail.com. Hennessy, if you want the ball to be in your court always, dribble with the boys.
Now, I will say this, okay? We're the Wine Boys podcast. We don't do cognac. However, cognac is a very close relative of wine.
It is.
Very close. Made from grapes.
Correct.
Aged longer. But similar.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Similar, but not the same. Kind of like brandy.
But not the same. Yeah.
Brandy derives from the same ingredients, aged a little less. Almost the same.
Yeah.
But
how long is Hennessy aged?
I would say at least 10.
No, cognac in general.
10 years?
Yeah, which is
roughly
cognac.
I'm not going to sit here and pretend that I'm a cognac expert.
Wine. We'll look at that. Cognac versus wine. What's the difference? Okay. Cognac, of course, is brandy specifically from the cognac region of France, like Scotch whiskey. But cognac's made from a much more delicate. Okay. Cognac healthier than wine. How is cognac made? This is what I'm not understanding.
Okay. Help me out.
How? Okay. It's produced.
Help us out.
Now, cognac specifically comes from France, right?
Yes, it's from a specific region of France.
And it is produced in the surrounding wine-growing region in the departments of Charente and Charente-Maritime. I don't speak French, bitch.
English
Now,
motherfucker.
the
do you
ABV is much
speak it?
higher in cognac. You're looking at about 40%, 80 proof, versus wine, which is typically between like 15 and
Yeah, like 12 and 15%.
12 to 15. Sometimes you get a 17, but that's kind of high.
Yeah. That's like strong barrel aged
Yeah.
Cabernets usually.
And the reason why is I think it's distilled twice in copper stills, right?
that's what gives it that brown.
Yep. And then has to
Caramely.
be aged at least 2 years.
Oh no! Somebody got bit.
Bold got the yawny dogs.
Yeah, somebody got bit by the sleepy bug.
Okay, and then it has to be aged at least 2 years in French oak barrels from Limousin or Troncal. Okay?
Gesundheit.
Troncal. All right? Cognac matures the same way as whiskeys and wines barrel age, and most cognacs spend considerably longer on the wood than the minimum legal requirement. Okay?
Which is what?
I don't fucking know.
Like 5 years? 6 years?
Something like that, yeah. Bitch, I don't know. Shit. The point is boys, are the boys asking us for a Hennessy episode?
They might.
They might be.
Why don't you go ahead and drop us a comment on any of
Let
our
us know,
social medias
boys.
at WineBoysPod. Do you want us to drink Hennessy? I'm sure the answer is yes.
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
You can't make us drink swill red wine every night.
Exactly. Do the boys want us to enjoy
You want some Hennessy?
Hennessy? Should we have a whole cognac series?
Could.
We could.
Could have a sub-series.
Yeah, we could drink Remy Martin. We could drink
Ooh, Remy Martin's pretty good.
Remy Martin. We drink some cognacs, you know?
Maybe some Cavalier.
Yeah. Cognac. We
Give me some of
drink
that.
some cognac.
Give me some cognac, bitch.
A banana cognac bitch.
Yes, shout out to Dave Chappelle. I think that there's a interesting dynamic between wine and cognac, and that's why I'm kind of curious about it. I've always wanted to be more of a snob in general as far as wine and liquor, but I want to make sure that I'm staying in the same vein as wine. I
Okay.
kind of think that's where I want to stay.
Okay.
So maybe we'll just be cognac, brandy, wine boys.
Okay.
We'll just kind of like stay in the same realm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we might have to have a Henny Son episode. Have we ever had a hard liquor episode? I don't think we have. I feel like we're due. We got 160 coming up.
We've done some beery boys.
Yes, we did some beer boys.
We've done some beer boys.
Just to break up the monotony. We drank a lot of wine. Like 150 plus bottles.
What episode did we drink?
We
drank scotch.
We did drink scotch one
It was
episode.
we had a nice bottle of scotch.
Yes. It
On
was
one
lovely.
episode.
Yeah, I don't remember what it was, but it was delightful.
It was. Was it the 100th episode?
No, we drank Champ.
Was it like 125?
100
or
was
something?
in the pandy. We were drinking Corbel like a bunch of fucking astute
You're
gentlemen.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah.
A bunch of fucking astute cummerbund bottom boys.
Whoa. I thought there was one episode though where we drank a scotch.
I
I
think
can't
we
remember
did.
what
I
it was.
don't-
Was it 125?
What did we drink? Wasn't Glenlivet. What the hell was it?
I think it was.
Was it? Was it a 12 year?
Yeah, it was. It was a 12-year-old scotch.
Yeah.
It was a good scotch.
It's good.
It was a good scotch.
I really do like a good scotch.
Good scotch.
I like a good scotch.
Yeah.
So I think that, let me think. I'm trying to think if we're going to do it, I feel like we need some sort of like reasoning behind it. Like besides the fact that Hennessy is following me like the Holy Ghost.
How about this next
the
week?
Ebenezer Scrooge of Hennessy.
Ebenezer Scrooge. Next week, 160. Well, not next week. We're actually an initiated boys. We're taking. No. We'll be here next week.
We'll be here next week.
The week after.
I'm
we're
actually
taking off.
Well, you're going to be gone. I'm actually. I was going to discuss with you about this. That I'm actually going to take the following week off.
Oh, you're going to take the following week.
Yes,
Okay.
because and I was thinking maybe we can probably do a Zoom. We can do a Zoom boy if we really have
Zoom
to.
Daddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
We'll figure that out offline.
yes.
But I'm thinking next week
Put
we'll
another-
do a hen. Shall we do a hen dog?
We might.
Okay.
I think we should save it. Honestly,
think? I think there's no time like the present.
Haven't
Next
been-
week.
haven't had a good hint
Because next week is also episode 160.
Yeah.
It's a nice even 80 and 80.
Yeah.
We do a hen dog episode. We drink Hennessy.
Okay.
All right. We live like 90s rappers,
I mean, I think even present day rappers. drink a lot
present day
of Hennessy.
rappers drink a lot of Henny.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you ever had just Hennessy straight.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Zach, I'm a proud African American man.
I forgot you have a bottle of pure white.
I do.
Yes.
I finished my bottle of
I did have some
regular.
Yeah,
Hennessy.
I did. Actually, the first time I had Hennessy Pure White was in the Caribbean, which I thought was kind of weird, but it was great. Yes,
You're hung up on the name, okay?
Yes.
David Duke of liquor.
I had it on a cruise ship in the Caribbean. Doesn't get more pure white than that.
Exactly.
Yeah, I personally like. Okay, I have a love-hate relationship with cruise ships. I think the idea of it is good for family vacations.
Okay.
However, when I see a certain gentleman who I can only describe as double-decker wide going up for his 15th plate of food at breakfast, the boat moves when this guy gets up. That's the kind of stuff that I'm like, do we need this guy?
I mean, the boat is, to be honest, the size of my block.
It's a toilet in the water, and it's disgusting. I don't understand the point. And that's why COVID exists, is because of that goddamn cruise ship. And it just started with just one guy just being like, this buffet is amazing. And he just spits on everyone's food. Like, I can't go to, like, one of my friends told me the other day that he went to a buffet and he said he was doing it as a science experiment. He goes, I just want to know if there's still some germs kicking around. Like, maybe they're living inside of the, for some reason, smiley face shaped French fries at the Chinese buffet. I don't get it.
Smileys?
I don't understand. Like, I understand you have to be as American as. There's nothing more American than an apple pie in a Chinese buffet. like for real. Go to China and see if you find a Chinese buffet. There's not. There's not.
Chinese buffets in China.
Yeah,
I think
they're called
that might
wet
be,
markets.
Yeah, I think that might be the most American thing you can possibly do is go to a Chinese buffet.
There is nothing more. It's apple pie and Chinese buffets. That's America.
Yeah. Well think about all the quintessentially American foods at Chinese buffets.
Yeah.
Like, you have the smart-assy ones, the General Tso's chicken, like sesame chicken, orange chicken, bourbon chicken, all of those. But then you've got pizza, you've got Ore-Ida Smileys, the smiley face French fries. I call them Ore-Ida Smileys. I call them by the brand.
Yeah, because they're the only brand that
make those.
Yeah, I believe they are.
Which, by the way, those French fries is like eating a potato pie.
Dude, they're so soft,
thick and soft.
They can't. I think I remember this as a kid. I accidentally overcooked them one time. Still fucking soft in the middle. like almost black on the outside.
Well,
and I go, how the fuck are you soft in the middle still?
Let me tell you. So to save money on their material costs, because should be mostly potatoes. They needed a filler because potatoes get a little expensive certain type of year. So they use napkins as a filler. Plot twist.
Yes, just as the Subway tuna is just napkins.
Sure.
Believe me.
That's the main filler.
I feel like we've been, let's just be honest about ourselves. As children, I think 95% of our diet was napkins.
Oh, yeah.
Like, we just ate napkins and drank Jolt Cola.
Yeah.
Like, that was it. We drank Surge, Jolt Cola, and napkins. No wonder I got Crohn's. Like,
whatever the fuck they used to make McDonald's chicken nuggets.
Some sort of
like pink slime or something.
It's basically like, do you remember the like the Crest bubblegum toothpaste?
Yeah.
It's just chicken. It's bubblegum flavored chicken. It's Crest bubblegum chicken.
So it's chicken, xanthan gum.
Yeah, it's literal gum.
Yeah.
Mushed together in some chicken nugget shape.
Little MSG,
a little bit of promise, and one fat kid.
Then they take molds.
Yep, and they have the molds of the chicken.
Yeah, what are the familiar shapes? You got the boot.
There's a boot. There's the sort of circle. It's not even. It's not it's got rivets. Like it's
like
not
a boot, an oval.
Do you ever get
the pistol?
The pistol. the old pistol chicken nugget.
Pistol nugget.
Yeah, I call it Pistol Pete. Dip Pistol Pete in some sweet and sour. Good Lord, I call him Sour Pete.
Pull out the pistol nugget. Back up, Satan.
I'm gonna dip Satan's blood into the sweet and sour sauce. Lord help me. Let me tell you.
Eat Asian pussy all need a sweet and sour sauce. Shouts out to Kanye. So anyway.
Yo, let me tell you. There's nothing more quintessentially American than going to a Chinese buffet and then going to McDonald's later that day, doing the same thing and just getting... Have you ever gotten a 6-piece nugget, but like 4 of the nuggets are just stuck together? Because that's happened to me.
I think that's most times you order a 6-piece McNugget.
Why is the box so small? You've got resources, McDonald's. Make the box bigger.
They all just stick together.
There's something frustrating about...
We're doing this for warmth.
Dude, there's something frustrating about about fast food packaging. Like, I understand it's all about cutting cost and making people fat. But, like, can you just make the package a little bigger?
Yeah.
They're shoving 6 nuggets into what I can only describe as a fucking 2x2 box. It's fucking... It looks...
the cardboard equivalent of a sardine container.
Basically, yeah. It's a tuna can. They're taking 6 chicken nuggets, trying to smash it into a tuna can.
Yeah.
And then you wonder, they pull it out and just like, oh, I got 4 nuggets and 2 are just chilling off to the side. You know what you got to do? You know what the move is? This is something I learned as a lonely stoner who frees his mind at night. Shout out to Kid Cudi. I put sweet and sour sauce in a tight box and I shake it.
Okay.
And you turn them into Asian tenders or Asian
or just
nuggets.
sweet and sour nuggets. That's not an Asian sauce.
No. You know what you do?
What?
You put the sauce. Jesus Christ. Why can't I think? Sriracha in there as well.
Ooh. Okay. Now we're actually
and
getting...
then you go to town and you get, and sometimes if you're feeling like a fat boy, you get a 20-piece and you say you're going to share it with friends because what you do is you go up to the McDonald's drive-thru and you shamefully order it and just go, these are for me and my boys. There's no boys.
Now, what would you describe the color of McDonald's sweet and sour sauce as?
Not orange. Like
it's like a light brownish,
toasted orange. Yeah.
Like
it's like
essence of a paper bag.
Golden. It's if you melted a brown paper bag, and then added some sweet seasoning into it,
some sugar,
if you added some
high fructose corn syrup.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say there's not real sugar in
there.
A
sprinkle of MSG.
Yeah, just to make it a Chinese buffet.
Exactly.
I also, for the longest time, didn't understand what MSG was and why it was so marketable at Chinese restaurants. They were just like, no MSG here. We got this, dog.
I don't know what it was. I kind of watched an episode of some Netflix cooking documentary, but I think it was David.
Inc? No.
I think it was David Cho's.
Not David. David Chang.
David Chang.
Thank you, Chang.
I say David Cho.
David Cho he's got his own show.
Actually,
yes.
He's on that.
He also has his own show now.
He
does. I love David Cho. He's one of my favies.
Well, wrong Asian guy. Oh, damn, I'm a fucking hypocrite.
What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say? What are you gonna say about the Asians, huh? What are you gonna say?
They're wonderful people.
Oh, are they?
Yes.
Oh, you're not gonna say that they...
And let's not talk about them as a monolith because there are many different Asian nations.
Exactly.
So anyway,
they are all different.
So anyway,
yeah.
No, David Chang's show on Netflix, and he talked specifically about MSG.
Oh, Ugly Delicious, right?
I think so, yeah.
I think, yeah.
And how MSG got such a bad reputation and how it really,
it's not even
fed
that
into nationalism among white people.
It's not even that big of a deal. I was going to say.
No, it's not. So really, MSG is it's kind of a process. It's like a processed salt, pretty much.
MSG is monosodium glutamate.
Yep.
Monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer commonly added to Chinese food, canned vegetables, soups, and processed meats.
It's in everything.
The FDA has classified MSG as a food ingredient that's generally recognized as safe.
Yeah, well, that's most food. That's how they classify most foods.
Yeah.
If something is generally recognized as safe, that just means, it's edible.
Yeah.
It might kill you in 30 years. But,
but that's 30 years from now.
Yeah, but that's anything.
Quit being a bitch. MSG occurs naturally in many foods, such as tomatoes and cheeses. It's a very odd juxtaposition.
Yeah.
Tomatoes and cheese.
Yeah. But it is. It's
people have eaten foods that are rich in glutamate throughout history. For example, a historical dish in Asian communities is a glutamate-rich seaweed broth. Mm-hmm. In 1908, a Japanese professor named, I'm not going to say that name, was able to extract glutamate from the broth and determined that glutamate provided a savory taste of the soup.
Yep.
I actually think this guy's last name is Ikeda, and it's not IKEA.
Yep.
It's Ikeda.
Okay.
Then filed a patent to produce MSG, and then it was commercially produced the following year. So in 1909, MSG became a real boy.
So essentially, it is a kind of a type of salt, pretty much. It's a type of sodium, and it makes things taste delicious.
You know what?
But it got a bad rep
if it's
because
the shit they put in the green beans, give me all the MSG you got.
Dude, they put it in every fucking thing. That's the reason why fast food tastes so good. Is because they put MSG in it.
Yeah.
All right, they put MSG. Any prepackaged or fast food you can think of, there's probably MSG.
There's probably
in it.
some sort of MSG or corn syrup in it.
Yeah.
It's like, this shit just tastes good, man.
Or a combination of both. That's the reason why all that shit tastes...
Just an MSG and high fructose corn syrup sandwich.
Listen, there's a reason why when you try to make your own chicken nuggets at home...
They suck.
They don't taste the same as McDonald's.
I did make a decent chicken nugget a couple of weeks ago in the air fryer, which is the whitest statement ever made.
Yeah. Decent chicken. Yeah. Did it taste like McDonald's?
There is nothing more than... White mom picks up kid from soccer practice, says, I made chicken nuggets in the air fryer. That is maybe might be the whitest sentence in the history of time.
Chicken nuggets air fryer.
Yeah. Hey, Tyler, you want to invite Spencer over? We're going to make chicken nuggets in the air fryer.
Yeah, or like make something that resembles a Dorito.
You
can't.
Smash a Dorito, put them inside of a mozzarella stick. Mix that shit in panko, put it in the air fryer. Tell me that you didn't just come, because I did. It's great. You know what you can do is I like to do a little nacho cheese and Cool Ranch just to fuck with myself a little bit.
Wow.
Because I like to eat it and go, ooh, Cool Ranch.
You smoke weed while eating these, huh?
Who doesn't? If you do that, if you do that sober, like, look at yourself in the mirror and judge yourself immediately.
You don't weigh less than 400 pounds. That's all I'm saying.
Excuse me.
Well, I'm saying if you do that sober.
You also don't do it regularly. This isn't a fucking every night thing. This is a once in a while. Oh, I notice I have Doritos and Moz Sticks. Might as well make them together. Like, I'm not an animal.
That's one of those things.
I'm a scientist.
You just get in the kitchen, just start fucking around. I hopped in the booth. I started blacking out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what weed does to me is what weed does to rappers. They just fucking get in the booth and they just start spitting. What I do is I go in the kitchen and I start thinking. And I start looking around going, well, let's see what's in arm's reach. Let's see what's left.
Okay, so this is your Cameron on Rap City counting money and freestyling at the same damn time.
Correct. I'm freestyling while cooking.
Okay.
So I'm just I'm cooking.
I keep mixing. Computers pooting.
Yeah, doing. So I you peeing, and I'm just stirring some shit. Just putting it together. I've come up with some really fascinating stuff, and the fact that I didn't write it down is probably the reason why I'm high.
It's gonna be lost to the sands of time.
It's gonna be, yes, the days of our lives.
All I'm saying is, next time you've ingested some of the marijuanas, right?
Ingested them,
and you decide to go into the booth.
My fucking eating just and
you decide to go into the booth and just black out. Just put on some Dipset. Like, put on, Come Home With Me from Cameron's first album.
Put on, the Dipset
Come
anthem.
Home With Me. Put on the Dipset anthem.
Jewels. Just start chefing.
Yeah.
That's the kind of song you beat eggs to.
Yeah.
Jewels, dip. Sit. Then just, start.
I stand on the lawn, getting down from a thick chicken sandals.
Yep. Bang. Eggs in the pan. Eggs in the pan. That's a song.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, that's the kind of shit that goes through my head. But, and these are the things I think about.
Yeah. I think most celebrity chefs enjoy Benny the Butcher. I'm just saying.
I mean, if you don't.
They're listening to Griselda right now.
It's judgmental is what it is. If you don't, come on. Don't.
Any New York kitchen.
For real.
I told Virgil, right brick on my brick.
I remember I went to a pizza shop in New York City one time. They were, it was the loudest. And it was a decent pizza shop. Like it was fair. It was, I wouldn't call it like fairly nice. You know, it was just like on a corner street. It was like, I don't even know. It was uptown. But I went in, and it's just loud rap music.
Of course.
It's fucking just like, I think it was Wu-Tang. No, it was Shimmy Shimmy Ya by ODB. So like I heard
There's a
that.
bunch of Albanian dudes behind the
Exactly.
camera.
They were Middle Eastern guys, and they were just fucking Middle Eastern dudes just fucking slinging pizza. And it was a good slice.
Oh, yeah.
It was a really good slice.
Yeah, quiet as it's kept, the best pizza in New York is made by Albanians.
Loud Albanians and Middle Easterns.
Not just, I don't know. An Albanian guy owns the place, but Mexicans cook all the food. And that's the best pizza.
And slaps too. There's a couple of low key like fried chicken and pizza places in New York that just like are owned by Albanians, cooked by Mexicans.
Yes,
and that are just the best shit.
Yo, Poppy, let me get a chopped cheese and a Lucy. Let me get a chopped cheese on a roll. Oh man.
Oh God. I can't wait to go into the bodega and just start talking like that.
Yo, Poppy, you got to start talking like you're 40 years old. You've been smoking Newport since you were 12.
I think just for science, I'm just gonna start ripping bogues before I walk into places. Just so I can like, I don't even smoke. I just buy them just so I can look better walking into places. Because right now I look like a lost child, and I'm trying to.
Maybe you should start smoking bogues.
I mean,
maybe that's gonna be your choice artistically.
Some Harvey Bernsteins, yeah.
Harvey Bernstein. You're just gonna start smoking cigarettes.
Yeah. I mean,
it's 2021. Who starts smoking cigarettes at 31?
You know what? A fucking comic in New York.
You're 30 years old and you just picked a great time to start smoking.
Listen, it's either that or
today smoking saved lives.
Okay, here's the deal. I bought a pack of cigarettes because I had two choices: smoke these cigarettes or do heroin. I decided on the cigarettes.
Yeah.
I decided on the cigarettes because I like the heroin too much. That's why.
Yo, Aki.
Yeah, it's going to get to a point where I'm going to get very friendly with the guy that works in my corner bodega, and I'm going to just be cool with him. And he's gonna be like Ralph, like it's gonna be like Ralph or like something like that, and we're just gonna be fine. I'm just gonna be buying 4 packs of eggs.
Yeah, just let me get 3 eggs, 2 bananas, a chopped cheese, and a Lucy.
Chopped cheese.
And that's
and a
your
Lucy.
groceries for the week.
That's my honestly. And then I'll just be eating fucking comedy club chicken fingers.
Yeah, just fucking head to the Chinese spot. Give me 2 egg rolls, $3.
There is nothing better when you go into an open air deli in New York. It hits so much different than any place else.
Let me get the hot pastrami.
You can fucking smell the salt from the street. Like when you just hear like salami, when you just have like either be Taylor ham or just some salty meat, just like flat griddle, and it dances on the griddle because there's so much salt in there. It's got to go somewhere. It looks like a fucking air hockey puck just bouncing around.
Doop, 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 doop. Yeah.
They got to cut the edges because there's so much salt content, or it'll just jump off the grill. Like, it turns into flubber. Yeah. It just starts fucking bopping around.
Man.
So
that's what you need in your life.
There is nothing.
Let me get a chopped cheese and a Lucy.
Chopped cheese and a Lucy. Honestly, have you ever had like a Taylor ham and egg and cheese on a hard roll?
I've not.
It's quintessentially Jersey.
Okay.
It was Jersey fit, but it was New York bread.
Okay.
It's Taylor ham, cut edges because there's so much salt. Fried egg, white American cheese, 2 bread Italian ends.
Wow. So it's kind of Jersey's answer to like a bacon, egg, and cheese.
But it's better. You got to get the hard roll Italian like bread ends.
Okay.
Slab of butter, hard flat like flat top surface.
I'm gonna need this in my life. And this is a South Jersey thing, right?
It's just a Jersey thing.
It's just a Jersey thing.
Taylor ham is big in Jersey, but like
okay.
But yeah, hard roll bread ends, Italian bread ends.
I need this
in butter.
Need this in my life.
Yeah.
Because I've had
tailored ham, fried egg, white American cheese. Do
let
not give me that yellow shit. I will fuck you up.
I have had a chopped cheese.
Have you had a Lucy though?
Not at the same time, but I have had a Lucy. Yes.
Chopped cheese and a Lucy.
Hey, yo, Poppy, let me get a chopped cheese and a Lucy.
I don't think I've ever had a chopped cheese.
You've never had a chopped cheese? Do you know what a chopped cheese is?
Kinda. I'm vaguely
So
familiar.
what they do is they take ground beef, right? Well, they take a burger patty.
Yeah.
Okay? They throw it on the griddle.
Yeah.
It's hot, baby. All right, you want to get a chopped cheese on a roll, okay? You take this motherfucker, all right? They take the burger, they throw it on the griddle, throw cheese on top of it, and they bust that shit up.
So they basically
get it
turn
all
it into
beefy
hamburger
and
helper.
crumbly.
Yeah, okay.
With cheese, just so much cheese, right? Once it's all good and crispitied up, they throw it on the roll with some lettuce, some tomato, more cheese, a little bit of onion, and then they take a little bit of ketchup, some ketchup and some mayonnaise on that, hot sauce if you're feeling fancy, and that's the sandwich right there, baby.
Yeah. Now, for regular humans, that's a solid start to the day. For me, that's diarrhea by like 3 p.m.
Well, this is an afternoon
so.
sandwich. This is not I mean, some kids eat it for breakfast. I'm not eating it for
I
breakfast.
eat that shit at 11 a.m. I'm taking a shit at 1:30. Like,
Okay.
I know. Basically, if I make that decision, like I get that sandwich, I know that I have about 30 minutes to get to a safe place 1 hour before it's fucking evacuation time.
Okay.
So I need a toilet within arm's reach.
Yeah, for me, that would be I'm walking home from work. I'm going to pick this up and I'm in the house for the night. This is dinner. Like I'm walking home from work. I'm picking this up and I'm going to eat this for dinner, turn it in. Probably knowing myself, it would be like a chopped cheese, a kiwi miskik, and maybe a bag of Fritos. And like that's
wow, you just nailed my order.
Yeah.
I wouldn't. I would not get the Mystic.
Okay.
I would get the Fritos.
It depends on how I'm living.
I would
get
put the Fritos in the sandwich because I'm a psycho.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's not a psychopath.
And then what
that's
I would
just you're
I would
thinking
get
on another level.
Yeah, and for me, I would get a lemon Snapple.
A lemon Snapple. Okay.
Lemon Snapple, quintessentially American.
If I'm feeling like a lot of a dirtbag,
if it's in a plastic
Mystic.
bottle, get it away from me. It needs to be in a glass bottle with a Snapple fact. Do not.
a glass bottle.
Do not. As soon as I started seeing plastic Snapple bottles in the stores,
well,
I'm offended.
Okay.
Do you think I'm a child? Am I going to drop this?
But they engineered the plastic bottle so you still get the pop.
I don't give a fuck.
So you still get
nothing. There is nothing more satisfying than when you get that glass bottle of Snapple and you hear the pop and you get the Snapple fact. Did you know that polar bears were actually brown? Like, did you know? Like, wow. Like, it's just
they engineered the plastic Snapple bottle specifically for the pop.
I don't give a fuck.
Listen,
it needs to be glass or it's not Snapple.
Listen, sound design in our products.
It's crapple is what it is.
But even then, sound design in our products is actually like a real thing.
That's fine.
Like, for example, right? Modern vacuum cleaners don't have to be as loud as they actually are.
We have audio technicians that are making the world better.
Yeah.
Why are toilets so loud still?
Right. But
I don't get it. Are they just upset what they have to swallow?
Yeah, but it sounded like modern. Did you know this with vacuum cleaners? They actually don't have to be as loud as they are now because of technology.
That's why you get an iRobot. It's a fucking whisper.
But even then, like they purposely make these things louder.
Because
and they even design them specifically to amplify the sound of things being sucked into them.
Yes, because you want
that feedback.
Because you want dad to walk in. He wants to see his wife cleaning.
Exactly.
Because it makes him happy.
Exactly.
The sound of a vacuum cleaner. I bet if you actually take a survey of like just audible sounds, the sound of a vacuum cleaner would be up there with happiness.
Yeah.
Man walks in, hard day work. Woman in the living room cleaning with a vacuum. Super
Knowing
loud.
her place.
Uncomfortably loud.
Knowing her place.
Men smile ear to ear.
Yeah.
Want to make a man upset? She's sitting down watching soaps. He walks in, sees that. Vacuum cleaner disheveled in the corner.
Now, you want to make him extremely happy? Stop vacuuming. Get him a beer. Okay?
Unprompted, give him a beer.
Here's your paper, dear.
Yeah. You want to never have a fight in your life? Like, it's amazing what simple tasks do for people's psyche. A man, opposite. Now, women, when you're on that other side, the man walks in, what he has to do is just say nothing. Say nothing.
Wow.
And then she goes, wonder what's going on. Maybe he had a good day. Because he's not complaining. He's not saying shit about nothing. And he got his own beer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
What, like, the dynamic, it's amazing what a dynamic of a great household is. It's mostly just silence. It's just unprompted this, didn't say that.
Silence can be a lot, though.
Silence could be anger as well.
Silence can be resentment. It can be anger, but it could also be peaceful. It can go either way. It depends on.
And I don't think there's nothing wrong, and I don't think there's anything wrong with anybody doing something unprompted for somebody else.
No,
man or
not at
woman.
all.
Man brings flowers home for a woman.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Unprompted. It's a Wednesday. You look good today.
Yeah.
You know? Been married for 40 years.
Yeah.
I got to do something because I'm thinking about hurting myself.
Right. It unprompted. Man walks into the bedroom. Wife is laying on the bed. Lingerie.
Yes.
You know?
Like just, wow, honey, where'd you buy that? Oh, I had a coupon.
Fredericks of Hollywood. Are they even still open?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Saks.
Saks or Fifth.
Saks off her Harl. When you get the grovelly fucking rich boy, yes, the rich marble voice. That's what I call it. Just like, oh, where'd you buy that, honey? It's a beautiful, nice nightgown. You have
a lovely negligee.
Negligee. Oh, why don't you lay it down on the Davenport? I'll be in a moment after I finish my scotch. Like it's just. Yes.
Hurry up, honey. The benzodiazepine is starting to kick in.
Yes. You know what happens to me? I get a little drowsy during intercourse. Like it just
keeps me from thinking about the roast in the oven.
Oh, God, there's a roast in the oven. Just plume of smoke.
House is catching on fire.
Cute kids screaming
as you're having late afternoon missionary.
Yeah,
with the blinds drawn sex.
Blinds drawn sex with a benzodiazepine coursing through your wife's veins.
Hey, so let me tell you a story real quick.
There's got to be something.
Okay, so I when I was probably about 15 years old, I went on a black college tour. And I met this kid on the tour.
I remember this black college tour.
I don't know if I shared this story.
You haven't.
On the podcast.
I don't think you have. But you did. This is when you and I were becoming the best of friends.
Yes. So I don't know if I shared this story on the podcast.
Okay.
But for some reason we were talking and Michael Jackson got brought up. Me and another kid, few kids.
I believe you actually have told me this story before, but please,
okay.
You haven't told that on the pod. So yeah. Good.
Michael Jackson gets brought up. And one of the kids on the tour just starts talking about how he specifically remembers that his parents would have their time in the back bedroom and they would make him and his little brother put on headphones.
You told me this story. Okay.
Yeah. They would put on headphones and they would have to listen to like Michael Jackson's like Thriller album or whatever.
Jesus.
And he knew that their parents were like doing sex. And he said that there were a few times where, like, his dad would have to come out in the middle and flip the tape over to the B side.
Wow. Master stroke.
Go
this
back
dad.
over. Go back into the room.
Your mother's been very bad.
Yeah. So dad is just rearranging mom's guts in the other room.
Damn.
Like
fucking the whole album?
Like you can't wait till the kids go to sleep and have just like quiet.
I don't think so, man. It seems like that kind of dad needs to fuck his wife. Like he needs to fuck her good too.
It's Saturday, 2 p.m. Dad needs to fuck.
Yeah.
Okay.
Saturday, 2 p.m. Fucking whatever college he went to just lost in whatever sport. Ah, goddamn.
Dad needs to fuck this out.
Yeah. He just fucks his wife to death.
Yeah.
Yeah. Getting takeout tonight, boys. Mom's tired.
Mom is all sweaty and sleeping in the back room.
Just fucking spread eagle. Just asleep.
Just spread eagle and drippy.
Cock coma. She's out. Pizza tonight, huh, kids?
Yeah.
Extra MSG. Extra MSG in that Chinese food.
Like Little Caesars?
I know it's not real pizza, but it counts.
I mean, it's bread, cheese,
It's bread, what I can only describe as kind of sauce and cheese.
Yeah. Bread, tomato substance, cheese, maybe a meat.
We'll get your mama crazy bread. She's had a tough day.
Bob gets crazy bread.
Yeah. Fucking North Carolina didn't cover the under. Had to teach your mother a lesson.
Just what kind of punishment was that poor woman subjected to? Do you think he brought out the Timbs for this occasion?
Based on the year it happened, Rashad McCants missed a 3 late in the game. That's a deep cut. University of North Carolina reference.
My God, just late 90s, early 2000s collegiate basketball.
Rashad McCants airballs and mom's having a tough afternoon.
Oh man. Now it's just like,
actually, just for science, let me see. When did Rashad McCants go to? So I'm thinking he went probably 2003. Let's see, Rashad McCants. So he went to Carolina in 2001 to 2004.
Yeah.
So that's about the era that I was thinking. So no, he 2002 to 2004. No, I'm mixing it up. Sorry. McDonald's All-American 02, goes to Carolina 02 to 05, wins the national championship in 05.
Okay. So
I believe that was the Raymond Felton team. That was a good fucking team, man.
Yeah, it was.
That 05 Carolina team.
Yeah.
Like a million guys went to the NBA. Let's see.
Oh man, that poor woman though.
I know.
God, but imagine like you're 7 years old and you're sitting on the couch, big headphones on.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the headphones are plugged into the stereo player that's hooked up to the receiver. There's a tape deck. You're listening to Thriller by Michael Jackson. Dad comes out, dick all greasy and swinging. And he looks kind of sweaty.
Wait a minute. He doesn't even have the common courtesy to put like tighty whities on.
Okay, maybe Dad throws on like some.
Like Jesus Christ. Like,
I'm just gonna throw it out. Dad has a common courtesy to throw on like some mesh champion shorts, but you can see the full outline.
You can
of
see the
his
full dick. Yeah,
cock.
you can see a full dick crease in those.
Yeah, just a full on like engorged dad dick.
Yeah,
through these champion mesh shorts.
Just put the kids in the basement with a Nintendo at this point.
Yeah.
Like, why are they listening to Thriller on a tape?
They can't afford a Nintendo. They're listening to Thriller on a tape deck.
I mean, go get a fucking imagination. Put them outside.
On a fucking Radio Shack.
Listen.
Stereo.
I didn't have a lot of money either. I had a fucking Sega, though.
Yeah.
Like, we figured it out. Like,
well, yeah,
if
Daddy needed to get some things off of his...
Yeah. If Dad had to get his issue off on Mom, like, we figured out a way to get the fuck out of the house.
That was $300 well spent.
Oh,
okay?
for sure.
That Sega.
Now that I'm thinking about it in retrospect, like, anytime we went to a Toys R Us, I got a new game, I'm starting to figure some shit out.
Yeah.
Like, it's not my birthday.
Uh-huh.
Seems pretty random on a Tuesday. We're just going to get the new Mario game.
Dad needed to get his issue off real quick, okay?
The resilient parents of this day.
Yeah.
Now today, I mean, Jesus Christ, you put a fucking Oculus headset in the kid and you can fuck your wife for hours.
In front of them. They won't know. The kid is...
They're playing virtual ping pong. They don't give a fuck.
You just see the kid
What if he flips the eyes? He flips the goggles up. Jesus Christ!
It didn't happen.
School on Monday is going to get weird. Oh, my God. All right, that's probably it right there.
I'm just like imagining it's Christmas morning and the kid is like,
wow, two Oculus headsets. Thanks, Dad.
Wow, I got an Oculus Quest. Thanks, Dad. And I just imagine the kid puts on the headset and he's just standing in the corner.
And Dad's doing the hand thing across the eyes.
Right.
Just being like, is he here? Can he see me?
And the kid is just standing in the corner playing Beat Saber or some shit, just looking just... And then he's like, and then Dad just looks over at the mom and he just says, I think we got a quick...
we got about 5 minutes.
I think we got about 5 minutes.
You want to just do it right in front of him?
And she's just, Jim,
the kids are right here.
Tom.
He doesn't know.
And then you're just like, And then he just kind of, snoots the old Peter out through the hole of his Old Navy blend.
His flannel buffalo plaid pajama bottoms.
His Old Navy brand flannel buffalo plaid pajama bottoms for the family. He just snooches the old Peter out through the pee hole.
Yeah, you've got to put a blanket on? Jesus Christ.
Like, oh, fine. He pulls out the blanket, and then his wife just starts giving him a dry hand job.
Hopefully the kid doesn't hear.
just like, look, God damn it, Tiff. Hold on, let me spit in your hand.
All right, that's enough. Okay, all right. The kid is playing Oculus.
But the kid is still in the corner playing Oculus, just like facing the wall, just awkwardly playing Beat Saber.
Yep. This one's gonna hit close to home for a lot of people.
Doing a lot of jerky movements.
A lot of weird. Yeah. So is Dad. So Dad's playing with his own Beat Saber.
Oh, this coffee is good.
Yeah.
And then like Dad's just sitting there like this on the couch with the blanket over his lap, and the wife is all of a sudden
smoking a cigarette. He doesn't even smoke anymore.
I gotta go get a Lucy. And then, yeah.
God damn it, Sue.
So maybe these VR headsets are making parents do weird shit.
Let's get out of here. I gotta take a poop. So. Okay. Boys, thank you so much for listening to the podcast this week. Rate, review, and subscribe on all of your major platforms where you get this podcast. We will have some updates coming up for you soon. I have a show coming up at the end of the month. We'll give you some details next week. And we love you with all of our hearts. Goodbye.
I love you. Please call me back.